YouTube Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. In this video, Panthers have released, or not necessarily yet, but they're expected to release 9-year franchise quarterback Cam Newton. The reason I say 9 years is because he was with the Panthers for 9 years. He was a 2015 NFL MVP, and last week, things emerged to where it was kind of obvious that Cam Newton had played his last game as a Panther, and here's why. So, Panthers had put on their Instagram a post saying, "We have given permission for Cam Newton to seek a trade." So, for one, no team, I've never seen a team, social media, put this on their account, whether a team is seeking a trade for a player or not. I've never seen a team put out on their Instagram saying that we have given permission for this player to seek a trade. I've never seen that. I don't know if that's happened before. It's kind of odd to me that the Panthers' social media handling would do that. But either way, so Cam Newton, just shortly after the post was, put up, Cam Newton had commented on that post and said that it was bogus. I did not ask for permission to seek trade, and that basically saying the Panthers forced him in to seek a trade and that Cam Newton never asked for a trade. And he went on to also say that don't basically bash my name like that, things upon that nature. So when I seen that, I was kind of, for one, blindsided that the Panthers would post something on there when Cam Newton said that it wasn't true. And for two, obviously, it kind of put a staple in my brain saying that Cam Newton was gone in Carolina. So Cam Newton was given permission to seek a trade just a week ago, and the Panthers could not find a trade partner. I believe the Bears were involved. Who else was involved? The Bears. What other teams were involved? The Bears, and there's another team other than the Bears that were involved with Cam Newton possibly being traded. And couldn't find a trade partner, and now we're here with the Panthers openly releasing Cam Newton. So this is the thing with Cam Newton's situation that he's in. Half of the teams that need a quarterback, or that needed a quarterback prior to free agency, they found a quarterback. Nick Foles signed with the Bears. Teddy Bridgewater signed with the Panthers. Tom Brady went to the Bucks. Phillip Rivers went to the Colts. A lot of teams that needed quarterbacks out there either are moving on from the current quarterback, they've already signed another one, or they're just sticking with the backup they have because maybe that backup's, good enough to take over the starting role. But the teams I list, there's other quarterbacks out there that have been signed, but I'm just saying, the majority of the teams out there that needed a quarterback prior to free agency found a quarterback, and they don't need a quarterback anymore. So with that being said, I don't really know what teams out there. Now, there's fits that Cam Newton could definitely fit with teams out there, but maybe those fits that maybe those teams that he could fit with already have quarterbacks. That's the thing. So Cam Newton's in his dilemma now where he's got to figure out, for one, where he's going to go, for two, if he's going to get a chance to play, and I don't know if that's going to happen considering how many quarterbacks have already signed with teams and how many teams have already had or already have quarterbacks locked up. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where Cam Newton lands because obviously, just as much as I do, Cam Newton has declined in his career since, that ankle injury and things like that. For the past couple of years, Cam Newton's been on a decline. On top of, him being released pretty much after free agency was over, it's just kind of a city situation for Cam Newton to go by. But at the end of the day, there could always be a scenario where Cam Newton signs with a team and they have a quarterback on that roster, and then Cam Newton in the summer competes with that quarterback, and maybe Cam Newton wins the starting job. There could always be a scenario like that as well, and it's really seemingly looking likely that's going to happen considering, teams out there that don't need quarterbacks. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where he lands. But at the end of the day, if he's signed by a team and they have a quarterback on that roster, and there's a quarterback competition in the summer, he's got to be ready for that. Because really, in all reality, Cam Newton, I believe he's going to be healthy for 2020 with that ankle issue he's had. He had surgery on it, so he'll be healthy. He'll be a healthy scratch for 2020. But it's just going to be. I'm kind of interested to see what team he'll sign with, because, like I said, I mean, there's teams out there that have signed quarterbacks, teams out there that have needed quarterbacks prior to free agency that have solved that issue and signed a quarterback. So not only Cam Newton's out there, but Jameis Winston's also out there looking for a team. And I doubt Jameis Winston will get a starting job over Cam Newton. But, I mean, it could be possible. It really could be, considering Cam Newton's injury history and how much, his talent's declined since then. So, Panthers releasing Cam Newton 4 seasons after he was named NFL MVP. And Panthers look to stick with Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback moving forward. They also traded Kyle Allen yesterday to the Washington Redskins for a 5th-round pick. So Ron Rivera gets a former quarterback that he had in Carolina. And then obviously the Panthers also signed Phillip Walker, who was with the Colts last year and then went to the Houston Roughnecks for the XFL. Went back to the NFL, and obviously he's with the Panthers now. So Cam Newton's going to be looking to find a job. And let me know in the comments down below where you guys think Cam Newton's going to go, and if he'll be a starter in 2020. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.